So, hello everyone. My name is Jason, and I am a channeler, and I'm here for a Daily Dose of Hope, day 242. So, nice to meet you and nice to see you again. So, you may be asking yourself, what is a Daily Dose of Hope? And so, a Daily Dose of Hope is just that. It's just a daily dose of hope because the energies on our planet are starting to increase, and as they increase, things get more and more wacky, and it gets harder to understand and to figure things out. And so the daily dose of hope is just for that, just to help everyone. um, I was guided to do this from around February, so I've been doing it almost every day, almost since February. And so a daily dose of hope has three parts: a bit of a talk, a bit of a channeling, and a bit of a pocket of peace, which is a guided meditation. So yeah, so let's begin. I'd like to thank everyone for your help yesterday. I think it worked with the daily dose of hope. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your hope. Yeah. Um, I would suggest too, for the daily dose of hope, if you have anyone in mind that you want us to send hope to, you know, you can just kind of put it in the comments, and then we could just send hope to them as well. I mean, so this hope is sending out to the whole world, but also, if you have someone in particular you want to focus the hope on, that's beautiful as well. So, yeah, so today, nothing really, really special to talk about. I feel like we're still in the lull period, and things are kind of like moving slowly. Hmm, things are moving in the slowly. We're still kind of in a lull, and I think things will uh, slowly pick up. I hope. Well, I don't hope, but things are kind of going slowly now. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted now. um, but yeah, it's a bit of a lull. Things are a little bit kind of not moving. Um, and the guides have told me that it's not like the lull, like the relaxing time to kind of, it's not like one of those things. This is kind of yeah, a big kind of like a pulling back, something's pulling back the bow, and it's kind of like, it's not a lull, it's a drawing of something back, and then like, it's going to be let go. So it's just time to kind of prepare for that. And so the idea of this whole daily dose of hope is about staying in the middle path. Um, so, for example, like fighting against the darkness or fighting against the light, you'll never win. The only way to win this game is in the center path. Now, of course, there's laws and orders and things like that, and that's separate. This is not about third dimensional ideas. This is about understanding that there is both sides of the yin and yang. They both exist, and then we just have to figure out a way to balance them in our hearts and in our minds. Um, so yeah, it's not just a purely third dimensional. Oh, we should just sit back and do nothing. No, it's not like that. That's completely not what I'm saying. I'm talking about this on an energetic level, on a level of understanding, that there's laws and orders, and that's part of this whole situation. We're all working under these laws and orders, and that's what I think is about to come out. So we have these agreements as humans to in order to live together and to live as separate selves. We're all one, but we've kind of separated into separate selves. But in order to live peacefully on this planet, we have to have like agreements, and those agreements, a lot of those agreements have been, what's the word? Well, they haven't been followed. And so we are living in a time when a lot of those agreements that should be followed have not been followed. And so but that's that part of it, and that will come out, and that's part of the third dimensional world. But what we're talking about is not fighting against this and this. That's, of course, we fight for freedom for ourselves, for our ability to live freely, to live in peace, to live the way we want to. And but the middle path is always the way. We fight for our freedom so that we can live in peace. We don't fight for freedom so we continue fighting for the rest of our world. Um, So, hey Kioni, say take a message from Shiva. I don't actually channel Shiva, so I'm not. Yeah, it doesn't really come through. I channel the beings that usually come through, but Shiva doesn't really come through. Like I said before, I don't really have like a strong connection with a lot of the Indian gods. The only Indian like kind of um, archetype that I've always connected with is Saraswati. I connect more with the divine feminine for some reason. Yeah, because I'm a masculine man. I don't know what that is. It's weird. I don't know. It could be connecting with more divine masculine, but it's always like divine feminine. But yeah. So yeah. Let's see. So but yeah. So that idea. Um, I think I kind of got off my subject here. Kind of digressed a bit. uh, but yeah, we're in a lull period at the moment, and but I was just the idea of the yin and yang and this whole idea of fighting against it. We've all played all of these different parts in our past lives. We've been on both sides of the both sides now. We've been on both sides. We've played the darkest of darkest roles. We've played the lightest of lightest roles. We've played it all. We've done it all. We know it all. We've done all of these different things. And so it's like by, I'm going to conquer the darkness, that was us, I'm going to, it's all us. It's all us. We're all doing it. It's all our imaginations. We're creating this stuff. And so on a third dimensional, it's kind of a different idea, but we're talking about more, yeah, more of a higher dimensional perspective, a higher perspective. But yeah, so anyway, but yeah, we're kind of in that period, and so a lot of people are feeling that tension. That you know. So let's see. TTT Tracy said, "Never felt connections to Indian gods either. Guess those weren't in our codes." Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. I guess it wasn't. Yeah, not my kind of place. I guess I always feel a little bit over. Yeah, oh, it's funny. TT Tracy said overwhelming because it feels overwhelming for me. Like the Indian kind of religions is so beautiful. So Hindu religion is so beautiful. Everything's just wonderful, but it's too overwhelming for. It's like too much for me. I just I'm pretty simple guy. uh, so let's see. Seems like an overwhelming win last week has taken away some of the fear power. Yeah, well, I hope so. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. And Keone, you say, as a Shiva soul, you already have a connection to Shiva and you can channel him anyways. Maybe you don't know it. Yeah, well, I'll have to go do some meditating on that and see. I didn't know that I was a Shiva soul. So I'll check that out. Um, yeah, but I don't feel comfortable at the moment channeling Shiva because I haven't really made a connection before. So, but I'll look into it. I'll definitely look into it. I promise. Yeah. And so let's go into a channeling. And I'm going to ask for today, yeah, can they explain anything more? And can they give us any advice um, for all of us to for what's going on in the world and in our life at this moment? Can they just, yeah, help us out with some words of wisdom? Here you go. Greetings. We are Yeshua. We are here. We're here in this beautiful, beautiful time that you may not think of as a beautiful time. This lull, as this being says, is a lull. This is a time. Whenever there are these silences, these quiet times, it is important for you to use them, to utilize them, to go inside and to find out who you are, to take stock of the peace that you have inside of you, to look at that peace and to dwell in it and to resonate with that peace so that after, when things start to pick up again, when the lull is over, that you will have that peace with you and you can carry it with you. So this is a time of turning inside, of looking inside, of trying to find that peace and trying to find that neutrality and walking in that peace. And we would say focusing more and more on it because this is a wonderful chance Because once the waves start to pick up again, they will pick up in a very intense way. And those of you who are already aware of this idea are going to be okay. But if you are not mentally and physically and prepared within your heart, it might come as a shock. And that is what you're here to do, is to help with those that go into shock, to help them to understand that everything is going to be fine, that the world is not going to end in that way. It is going to end in one respect, but not in the respect that people think it will. It will end in the most beautiful way imaginable, as everything on this planet moves. Everything on this planet moves in the most beautiful way imaginable. And so what we would say to all of you is to not worry, to not worry, to not worry. Everything is moving in the direction that it needs to go. All right. So you see, Shiva isn't just an Indian; he's a universal god. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So no, yeah, definitely. Um, yeah. So let's see, TT Tracy. Don't know what the 1111 portal stuff means, but some think it's important. Yeah, I numerology, right? 1111 is a master number. A lot of these days have special portals involved with them. I've not really looked into too much of the portal stuff. I know that Halloween was a very serious portal that, yeah, that, um, but these smaller portals, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, definitely two master numbers, woohoo, and they add up to 22, which is the master number. It's a very interesting thing. I've always wanted to, whenever I get some time, like real, like long period of time, that's something I'd be interested in studying, numerology, and also um, studying Chinese philosophy as well. I had a friend that was studying, um, and she the Chinese astrology is very, very interesting and very in depth, and so interesting. That's just, yeah. But I'd yeah, love to check that stuff out at some point. But I don't really know much about it. Uh, so yeah. Um, well, I'm gonna go into a pocket of peace. So, pocket of peace is just a guided meditation to help you to get um, aligned and to help us to find that neutral point. And so I'm going to send this out to everyone who needs it. This is dedicated to that special person, and then everyone else in the world that needs a little bit of hope, needs a little bit of peace, needs a little bit of just being in the central path, in the neutral path. So we're just gonna send that out. So I'd like you to imagine, if you will, that you are in a very relaxed place, a place that makes you feel the most relaxed. And just be in that place and feel the air and the sun and everything around you. Yeah. And just imagine that the mist of unconditional love comes in and surrounds you and makes you feel so good. You feel so loved, you feel so happy, you feel so at home, you feel more at home than you've ever felt in your whole life. What a beautiful feeling. Ah. And then this love is so powerful, it just wants to extend because it is you. This love is just resonating at the frequency of you. You are resonating at the frequency of love, 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 love. And this love expands. It expands throughout your body and into the space that you're in, and into the room, and into all the highways and byways and riverways and ocean ways. And it's so powerful. It takes away all things that are not light. You see, we're not fighting against the light. This is not about fighting against the light. This is just realizing that the light is the only thing there is. So we're just shining the light at all the things that think they are not the light. We're shining the light at you who think that you are not the light, and we're shining it, and it is so powerful. Because once the light is shined on you, you realize, oh yeah, I'm the light too. And you just wake up from a deep, deep sleep and you rub your eyes and you say, yeah, I got this thing. I know what I'm gonna do. I've got it. I figured it out. It's about me. The love is inside of me. There's nothing that I need to look outside of me to find. The love is inside of me. And it's so powerful now. It's going through the whole mass consciousness. You can feel it. Everything that was dark, everything that was hopeless and sad and filled with fear is now a love song. It's all love songs now. We're just singing love songs and telling love stories. It's so powerful that everyone feels it. Even those who are trying to go against it are saying, what is this? It's so powerful and it feels so good. I just want to follow it. And we just say, why don't you just follow it? Because that is who you truly are. It's the love, the love, the love, the love, the love. And the love is the hope, the hope, the hope. And that is who you are, you are, you are. All right. So I hope you guys are hopeful. That is Daily Dose of Hope for day 242. I hope you guys are all hopeful. And thanks, Keone and TTT Tracy, for joining in. And yeah, hopefully I will see you all tomorrow. So ciao for now, and hope you're hopeful. Remember, you got this. We got this thing. And go beach, right? Because, you know, when you don't know what to say, just go beach. I feel like I'm advertising for this company, but this is not, I don't know what this is. It's just a mug that I bought. Some Okinawa mug. Okinawa. It's one place I haven't been in Japan. I want to go there one day. It's not actually that far away, but still. Beautiful place, supposedly, filled with lots of beautiful beaches. And so, anyway, hope you guys are hopeful, and ciao for now.